Today we're gonna work on Tai Otoshi. Like this. And throwing so over the leg. Again. Throw over the leg. Okay. The difference between Morote Senage and Tai Otoshi is, like a seiyonage, which is a shoulder throw, okay, throwing over your shoulder. But Tai Otoshi is you're throwing over the leg, right? So 1, 2, and spread the right leg. 3, like this. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And I want you to see the box, the yellow box here, and there's a triangle, like a red with a red mark. Okay, there's a triangle here, and there's a yellow box. The first step is going to be at the top of the triangle, right here. The first step. Just step. Here, the step 1, and you're going to put your left foot backwards, 2 and 3. So 1, 2 and 3. So I'm here, okay? I'm not in front of you, okay? I'm here, you're back here. So again, so 1, 2 and 3. As you rotate, okay, you're going to pivot on the toes, okay? You're going to pivot on the toes, on the toes, and 3. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Again. So 1, 2, and 3. And your hands, okay? Of course you have to pull your left hand up, right, to get your opponents off balance. So step first, okay, step, and as you rotate, pull the way you're throwing, which is that way. So pull the way you're throwing, that way. One more time. So 1, 2, and throw. So pull all the way, you're throwing. One more time. 1, 2, and 3. So for the first step, you're kind of, sneaking. Step first. Okay? If you pull first as you step, so your opponent is going to know what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? If you pull first like this, so your opponent is going to react. You're going to react. So don't let them react. Okay? Don't let them know what you're doing. You know what I mean? So you step. Okay, don't use your hands yet. Step, and as you rotate, now pull. Pull the way. So again, technically you step, just step. And as you pivot, as you rotate, pull. And so. So, I explained taking 3 steps. 1, 2, and 3. But you don't want to take 3 steps eventually. You want to combine those 3 steps into 2 steps. So 1, 2, 3. Right? So 1, 2, 3. Instead of taking 1, 2, 3. Right? It looks too slow, right? If you take 3 steps. It takes, you don't want to take 3 steps. Instead, it's just 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 2 steps. Right? 1 and 2. But let's break it down into 3 steps first. So step, and again, as you turn, pull your left up to get them off balance. And then 3 throw. And your right hand, okay, my right elbow goes forward like this. My right elbow goes forward like this. Here to here. My elbow comes inside, your opponent's elbow. Your elbow comes inside your opponent's elbow. Just, keep in mind. So here, 1 and 2. Step out, 1 and 2. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Go 1, 2, 3. Step out. Reset. Again, go 1, 2, 3. Okay, reset. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So you can just imagine your opponent is standing like this, right? Your opponent is right-handed. Your opponent is right-handed like this, right-handed. So right-handed, usually, their right legs forward, right? Left-handed, their left leg forward. Again. So if your opponents are right-handed, their right foot is forward like this. So his right leg is here. Okay, his right leg is here, and you're supposed to drop his leg, right, and throw over the leg like this. So right here. So you gotta make sure you put your right foot right next to his right foot here. If you put the right foot here, my right foot and his right foot is too far. I can't drop his leg. I can't drop his leg. Okay, make sure you put your right foot right next to my right foot, so you can drop their legs. So here, 1 and 2 here, right here, and you drop your opponent's leg. My knees are bent, so make sure your knees are bent, so you can keep your balance. If you keep your legs straight, it's hard for me to keep my balance. I can't keep my balance. But if you bend your knees, now I'm stable, right? I'm stable, and I can control my body. So after rotating, your knees are supposed to be bent, so that you can keep your balance. You can stay stable and throw over this leg. Any questions so far?
How close is your foot to his foot?
My right foot to his right foot. How close? So my opponent is standing like this, right? I'm right-handed, and this is his leg. So I'm getting right here. Right here. I don't need any space between his leg. If you put the right foot right here, so there's a lot of space between my foot and his leg, right? So I can't drop his body, but if I put my right leg here, so now I can really drop his leg, his whole body. Basically, you don't need any space. So just right here. Right here. It's right here. Right here. This is too far. This is too far. Too far, right? But right here. Right here. You really wanna drop his leg like this. So I can really drop his leg. Super close. So we're gonna move on to the next level. So no more taking 3 steps, but you're gonna take only 2 steps. This is way more real, right? This is okay. So 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. This is way more real instead of taking 1, 2, 3. Right? It's too slow. So let's now take only 2 steps. So basically, I want to say go 1, like 2, 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, step out and one. You gotta step in first, right? You gotta step in. Step 1 and 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Like 1 and 2. Almost, almost 2 steps. 1 and 2. Almost 2 steps. Then it's okay to lean forward. Okay? It's okay to lean forward. It's okay. Because you're throwing the same way. You're leaning. It's okay. You can lean forward like this. Lean forward instead of leaning backwards. Right? This is not good, right? This is bad. If you lean backwards, you might get countered. But lean forward. You can lean forward like this. And make sure your knees are bent. Your knees are bent to stay stable. To stay stable. If my elbow comes inside my opponent's elbow and throwing over my right shoulder. Right leg. Throwing. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now let's go. Take only 2 steps. Okay. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Okay, 10 times. If you have this thing or like something, it's good. So you can always the target is here. So you drop his leg. Then eventually you're gonna drop his whole body. Go 1, 2. Yes. Step out. Go 1, 2. Okay, step out. 1 and 2. Yes. But still, so what's really important here is you pull. Okay? You gotta pull your left hand, right? You gotta pull your left hand up. Pull the way you're throwing. Pull the way you're throwing to get your opponents off balance. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Okay? You gotta make sure pull. Okay? Again, ready? So 1 and 2. Yes. So reset. Go 1 and 2. Go 1 and 2.
I have a question.
Yep.
When you turn around, sometimes I find that I'm leaning this way too much.
That looks a little too much. This is too much. I know this is kind of common mistake. I know. This is that. Can you show me?
So when I
Yeah.
turn,
Right. Let's keep your back straight and lean forward instead of leaning sideways. Okay. So instead of leaning sideways, let's lean forward. Let's lean forward that way. So that, even if you miss it, you're not gonna get countered. But if you lean sideways, for example, if you miss it, maybe you might get yourself off balance this way. So let's go forward. Okay, let's go lean forward. Yes. There's a box, yellow box here, right? There's a yellow box and there's a red triangle. I'm gonna ask you one question. So what's wrong with this? Okay. I'm gonna show you 2 different ways. Okay. First one, if you notice the difference between the 2, maybe you're gonna be, you're genius. Okay. I'm gonna show you first. Ready? This is the first one. And the next one. So who can tell me the difference? First one. So I step at the top of the triangle. Okay, top of the triangle, and I go like super close to the box. Right? Super close to the box here. The second one. The same step at the top of the triangle, but I rotate like farther far from him, from his position. Do you see the difference? This is the first one. I get in, and I got in. This is the second one. I got in. You see the difference? Yeah? So first one is the right way to do. You really have to get in deep. Get in deep. Get in deep. Because his leg is here. So his right leg is here, right? His right leg is here. His right leg is here. If you step here, again, my right foot is far from him. My right foot is far from his leg, so I can't drop his leg because I'm too far. So make sure your right foot comes just right here. Just right here. You're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to get in close here. You know what I mean? You really close, close, and slow over this leg. So you have to drop his leg, right? You have to drop the body, their leg. So, okay, your right foot comes right next to my opponent's right foot to drop. After you get in, my back is kind of sideways. This is what you're doing now. Okay, most of it. This is like, your back is kind of leaning sideways. I'm not stable here. Okay, instead of leaning sideways, lean forward. Okay, you can lean forward like this. So lean the way you're throwing. Don't lean the way like the wrong way, sideways. Okay, lean. Just go forward.